Yeah, hi, peace, or RaReKaBaMystics here, of RaReKaBaMystics and Apparel and Aspire Higher. Got a bit of a pounding headache. Oh my god, I don't know where I got these scratches from. But anyways, um, yeah, life is. I want to do a recording because I'm out here. I'm out here, but I don't really have anything set in mind. Spiritual attacks are real, Joe. And Joanna. No, I'm playing. You know, I say Joe is a common blog name. Was it? I can't even call it. Anyways, my head is hurting, so I got talking about the spiritual attacks because that's what's going on right now. My head is hurting, yo. And with these spiritual attacks, they affect you in whichever way they can for really unjust reasons, because anybody that attacks someone is because they are lacking or they feel a lack within themselves, and or yeah, it's usually because it all stems, the root is always the feeling lack, whether they lack whatever it is that they're hating on the other person for, because obviously also the root is a hating thing, you know, and I get that often. And yeah, and people try to ride your coattail spiritually with these energies that are putting spiritual attacks on you. They don't only want to stop you from doing what you do naturally, they also want it for themselves unnaturally, you know. And that's the big issue with this whole thing, because it's only them trying to gain things that haven't been naturally bestowed upon them. And again, it moves you away from you realizing who you are naturally, who your unique self is. You know, it's really important for people to understand that we all come here with set gifts, talents, you know, blessings in this earth plane, in this physical body. And it's our duty to fulfill that, to get to know that, and to cultivate through it. And most people are busy looking at other people because of their gifts and talents, not realizing that they have their own skill set. And if they take their time to cultivate that, they'll be all right. They'll be better than they ever thought they could, you know. And they'll be proud of themselves, you know. It is a form of self-love. It can, you know, light up your aura, make you more beautiful. And you know, I just love the you know, coming into the understanding that that word beautiful is really about you being you to the full. You know, you see the breakdown of it. It's BeYouToFull. Okay, in different spelling words, or if you look at it, if you just take a look at it, you'll know exactly what it means. It's about you being you to the full. That's what makes you beautiful. Okay, and it's important for us to check what is that makes us beautiful. You know, that means taking time to get to know why we are who we are and where we are to go, you know. So that means also flowing with divine, in a standing, in a knowing. Taking time to ground yourself in nature is imperative, because as I always say, grounding yourself in nature helps you understand your nature. Helps you understand your nature, and once you bask in your nature, you take time, you better realize your good and your bad, and you can work with that, you know, integrating your yin and your yang so you can be your highest self, you know. And as I mentioned, I got a write-up going. I haven't put it out yet for RandomThorsday this week, for the life hacks on Upright and Aspire Higher. Is that our highest self is the purest part of soul. Okay, our part of soul, because soul is all, you know, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And we have different degrees. I channeled the message that we have 4 different parts. We have our highest self, our higher self, our lower self, and our lowest self. And our lowest self is our animalistic instincts. You know, I need to eat, I need to survive, I'm going to fight, or I'm going to flight. And then we have our lower self, which is spiritual. If you say, I get angry, I get frustrated at this, I don't like this and I don't like that. And then we got our higher self, which is where most of us light workers kind of stay for a minute until we get to either, usually to the ending of our days actually, where we come into understanding of our divinity, divine liberty, and we strive to be that always. But of course we're still human, and we're not in our angelic form, so at times we may, you know, we may stumble and fall, but as long as we keeping on and keep getting up, everything thrives, you know. And our highest self is, again, that part that is closest to source. It's the purest part of us, and we ebb and flow out of that. That's where the connections of our angelic bodies are, you know, where we can seek the ascended masters that are closest to us. That's where they dwell, and you know, they don't. We have our spirit guides that will be probably attached to our higher self, and then we have those ascended masters and our angelic bodies that reside with the highest self, and they, you know, they ebb and flow, and sometimes we're tapped in and sometimes we are not, because we're still here growing, learning to love, live, learn, enjoy, right? So that is life, and don't ever get stuck on any merit. Don't get stuck in any level. Keep thriving, you know, not just surviving, but being your whole self, understanding yourself, working on your shit, you know, because we all have here lessons to learn, so we can earn the blessings. Yeah. Again, being in nature helps you understand your nature. It's really important. It's really helpful. It's really healthy too. So we're not just sitting on our laurel, because that's when we are in our lower self, or our lowest self, even when we're just thinking about what we can do to grow right now. You know, we have levels, phases, and stages that we should always understand to go through and to be reaching, so we can be full, you know. So peace all, much love and peace and joy to you. Keep loving, living, learning, enjoy, you know. Thrive and strive towards your higher self always. Alright, peace.